How's everybody doing?
Well, I don't know how everybody else is doing, but I'm doing good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing good. Having a good morning.
It's Monday.
Watching coppers get murdered.
That's 5 cents, right? What's 5 cents between friends?
Yeah, 5 cents.
But the last week was
that's what I mean, man.
I know, I get it.
Your sell kind of looks good now when you sold it, you know?
When I sold it, I thought I was really happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then copper went up like 15 more cents.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went from hero to zero to today, which it's shipping. I look hero-ish.
It shipped this morning.
Again.
So it all kind of shook out.
Maybe by the end of the week, I can look like a zero again. And that's commodities trading and scrap business at its finest. So
what is everything else doing? We're at the end of February, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Next Metal Monday will be March. I'm excited to hear you and Chad probably gonna sit down maybe this weekend, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we try and get ahead of this one. So Chad and I will do our Bulls versus Bears podcast, talk about the March market. I've talked to a fair amount of people leading up to it, and everybody seems fairly bullish, at least short term for March. We'll see if that translates into real up money and at what kind of up money. But I think it will. I think February was, from a weather standpoint, we were talking to Chris Detmers down in South Carolina, right? And he was like, man, they just shut the yard down. There's snow. There's not used to getting snow down there, right? Mm-hmm. And then you talk to guys like, in the Midwest, and it's super cold, and just I think weather has played havoc with these, with the scrap flow and with mills being able to get material delivered. And so I think if you have scrap to sell, you're probably in a pretty good position going into March if you've completed your deliveries. And I think a lot of people in March will still be delivering February orders.
Yeah, a lot of the different parts of the country have been getting pounded with bad weather. I talked to Jake Bronstein, our friend. They're in like the zeros over there and the negatives. So I quit bitching real quick about our weather. Exactly. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut then. And there's a lot in other parts of the country are shutting down. So what that translates to here is we have kind of spring weather this week. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to get fooled by that because I think winter's going to peek its head back in.
I don't know. I always figure if you can get through February, you can get through the worst of it, right? In March, you'll get some cold, kind of rainy, crappy stuff. But I think we're done with the snow. Here, at least I'm at least up at least in the valley. Like maybe in the mountains they might get some more, but I genuinely do think we can be kind of done with the snow. We'll get some rain for sure the next 2 months, but hopefully the cold, that bitter cold, we've kind of got through it.
And what about the rest of the markets? Aluminum, stainless.
Aluminum is up, thanks to the tariff stuff. The Midwest premium is strong. I've seen aluminum prices getting quoted that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And so, that's, if you've got aluminum, if you've got material to sell, that's a good thing. If you're buying new aluminum, that's a tougher pill to swallow, I think, right now. So anything that, it's aluminum based manufacturing. I think about our trailers, right? Our flatbeds. Those are aluminum flatbed trailers. A lot of aluminum goes into that production, that manufacturing. So I'm sure, at some point, those margins are going to get squeezed and those prices are going to move. So, there's yin and the yang. There's positives and negatives. So you just kind of have to, try and get ahead of the ones you can on the buy side and take advantage of the ones you can on the sell side.
Absolutely. I was talking to an electrician, a big electrician in this area, and he, obviously he hates when copper's just booming. He buys in bulk, kind of can try to play the market plan, kind of like we have to do with, our pipe side of the business,
Yep.
But right now he's like, I'm ready for it to just keep going down. Because he's like, I like it when I sell scrap, but he's like, I'd rather,
But you're selling a lot less scrap than you are putting in new stuff, right?
Yeah,
at least if your guys are doing it right.
Yeah, he's got a good system for the recycling.
Yeah.
He's really got it dialed in. But he's hoping for not a strong copper market. That's where we're on the other side of the coin, so I just like to kind of communicate that and talk to our customers and see how they're feeling about the markets because he thinks we're in store for a healthy upturn. So he's not thinking. He thinks right now might be the bottom of the copper market, which he's buying and selling, or not buying, doing jobs and buying inventory constantly. So he does have a good,
at least a good feel for
it.
Yeah.
So that's his take on the market. So we'll see what happens. So
I think it's gonna be interesting. Shout out to Matt Freeze over in Cincinnati for the sweet. It's raining outside, so those guys at Millbridge Metals sent me this rain jacket, and it's like a light jacket. And man, this thing is what the doctor ordered today. So
awesome.
We always appreciate something we can use, and this is a functional gift, a Christmas gift. And I hadn't talked to Matt for a little bit, other than just briefly text message back and forth. But he's a true hustler. That they built a real, he's a true entrepreneur. Took his wife can let him take the life savings and start that business. And they've built a pretty damn good business. So
they put all the chips in.
They did, man.
I like it. I respect that.
I got a lot of respect for that, just because I know what that takes, the amount of courage that takes to. And convincing of your wife that takes to make happen. So, thanks again, Matt. Appreciate the jacket. Hope all is well over there in that cold ass area.
Oh yeah.
And everybody else in this market will see what March brings, but stay positive. I think there's maybe a little bit more money in this thing if we can get some mill order book demand. I'm optimistic about at least about March, 1 month at a time.
Let's go. All right. Thank you.
All right. Everybody have a great week.